So, you have an iPhone. It's a pretty incredible piece of tech, right? It connects you to the world, captures your memories, and fits right in your pocket. But with great technology comes great myths. We've all heard them. Friends, family, even that random person on the internet. They all have their expert tips. They tell you things you must do or never do with your iPhone to keep it running perfectly. But here's the thing, a lot of that advice is just plain wrong. It's based on old tech, misunderstandings, or rumors that never let go. Today we're going to cut through that noise. We're going on a myth-busting journey. Think of this as your ultimate guide to what's really happening inside that sleek glass and aluminum rectangle. We'll put common iPhone beliefs under the microscope. Does swiping up on all your apps actually save battery? Is charging overnight secretly destroying it? We'll tackle these questions and more. There's so much misinformation, it can be confusing, even stressful, but it doesn't have to be. The goal is simple. Replace confusion with clarity, practical real-world information. Let's begin. Let's start with the big one. The myth we've all seen, that iconic double tap of the home button or the swipe up from the bottom, followed by a frantic flurry of flicking apps away. The belief, apps in the background are draining your battery and slowing your phone. So closing them must be good, right? It feels productive, like cleaning house so your iPhone can breathe. This idea comes from desktops and early smartphones, where you closed programs to free RAM. People brought that habit to iPhone. The multitasking cards reinforce it. Looks like lots of programs sipping battery. But here's the truth. Constantly closing apps can be worse for battery life. Yes, you read that right. iOS is smart about managing resources. Those apps aren't truly running. Most are suspended, paused, using almost no CPU or battery. They're placeholders, ready to resume instantly. When you swipe an app away, you terminate it, kick it out of memory. Next time the phone must cold, start it from scratch. Cold starts use more CPU and battery than resuming. Constantly closing and reopening Instagram, messages, or mail forces more work, not less. Leave those apps alone. iOS knows what it's doing. Here's another classic. Don't leave your iPhone charging overnight. It will overcharge and ruin the battery. This myth is rooted in old battery tech. Early nickel-cadmium batteries had a memory effect. Partial charges reduced effective capacity. People also feared overcharging, power forced into a full battery, overheating, degrading fast like a balloon overinflating until it pops. Those fears stuck, and the 8-hour plug-in sounds risky. However, modern iPhones have sophisticated battery management. Your iPhone cannot overcharge. At 100%, charging circuitry cuts power. It's like a smart valve that shuts off when the tub is full. It may trickle if used, but not force current into a full battery. Overnight charging is safe. In fact, Apple's optimized battery charging, on by default, learns your routine. Plug in at night, it quickly goes to 80%, pauses, then finishes to 100% just before you wake. That reduces time at full and helps long-term health. So, go ahead and plug in overnight. Your iPhone is smarter than the myth. The megapixel race. For years, it's been the go-to marketing number, from DSLRs to the one in your pocket. The myth, more megapixels equals a better photo. Bigger numbers sound better, so it must be true, right? A megapixel is just 1 million pixels. More means higher resolution, great for giant prints or heavy crops, but image quality depends on more: sensor size, lens quality, and computational photography. The single most important factor is sensor size. Larger sensors capture more light, cleaner images, better dynamic range, more accurate color. In low light especially, bigger sensors win. Less noise, better detail in shadows and highlights. A 12 megapixel camera with a big sensor can beat a 48 megapixel with a tiny one. Apple focused on sensor and software, smart HDR, deep fusion, night mode, stacking frames, analyzing pixel by pixel for the best result. That's why iPhone photos look so good. Next time you read specs, remember, megapixels are just a small part of a much bigger story. One of the most widespread myths: your iPhone gets wet, sink, pool, even the toilet, and everyone yells, "Put it in rice." Rice is a desiccant, so people think it pulls water from inside the phone. This advice passed down for decades. Reality check: putting your phone in rice is a bad idea. Rice barely affects liquid inside a sealed device, and grains or starchy dust can clog the charging port, speaker grills, and mic holes. Do this instead. Turn the phone off immediately. Don't charge it. Wipe it with a soft cloth. If it's a newer water-resistant iPhone and got soda on it, rinse gently under tap water. Tap it port down to eject water, then leave it in a dry, ventilated place, in front of a fan, for at least 24 hours. Moving air promotes evaporation far more than a bag of rice. Rice is for dinner, not your device. The charger myth. You lost your Apple charger, see a cheap one at a gas station or online, and a voice warns, don't use those. There's a kernel of truth. Some knockoffs skip safety components, poor insulation and no surge protection, and that's dangerous. Most scary stories trace back to low-quality, uncertified accessories. The key, MFI certified, made for iPhone, iPad, iPod, Apple's licensing program. MFI accessories use approved components and are tested to meet Apple's safety and performance standards. Same internal protections. Brands you can trust, Anker, Belkin, Spigen, and many others. MFI chargers and cables are often more durable, come in more shapes and lengths, and can cost less than Apple's. Rule of thumb, use Apple or MFI certified chargers. See the MFI logo and charge with confidence. Your iPhone is safe and sound. So, there we have it. We've journeyed through the biggest myths and replaced them with simple, clear facts. Closing apps? A nervous habit that can waste battery. Overnight charging? Safe. Optimized battery charging protects it. Wet phone? Use a fan, not rice. Chargers? Look for MFI. Megapixels aren't everything. Sensor size and software shape the image you love. Your iPhone is intelligent and resilient. Trust the software, trust the hardware, and let it do its job. Just use your phone, enjoy it, and let the myths fade away. It's smarter than you think.